right. We are live right now on hot7025fm.com. It's your girl, fine ass Carrice, and I'm here with my cousin host, Sir. Sir, how you feeling?
I am feeling. Am I coming in clear? Can y'all hear me? Because I know loud and clear.
We can hear you loud and clear. You look like your head is cut off though, like you only got like half a head. But I mean, you still clear though.
I had to give him that.
Okay, we got it. We got all of that. All of that. So listen, thank you guys for tuning in to the Shady Ass Tea right here on hot7025fm.com. Hey, like I said, we talk about this each and every Tuesday. We deliver the Shady Ass Tea, and man, listen. So I just finished watching For a Fee. Okay, I just it's episode 8. Got a little risky. Okay.
Listen, Shay.
See, listen, snitches get shot
in the parking lot of the Metropolitan Police Department. She said, "I was here to pay a ticket."
Listen. All I'm saying is this: it was a whole lot of putting together the pieces. And let's talk about how Roscoe ain't shit. He ain't go be shit moment. Like seriously, like Roscoe was doing the most, like snapping on everybody.
When he said to her, "You can't pay tickets here." Tell her.
Wait, is that
that's what he told her. He said, "You can't pay tickets here."
Is that the
I was like, that's the accent I'm using. That's my best accent right now. I haven't done any like accent work. I haven't done any accent work.
I have no accent in me for that. I can't.
And he shot her and was like, "Tell that bitch I said hey." Oh. I laid on the ground.
Listen, the thing is that y'all gonna have to watch it, and if you need to, go ahead and start from episode 1, from season 1, and then season 2, and then you know what I mean. So you can get all caught up, because this is the thing, is that it's such a good show. I appreciate, like I always say, like I appreciate like hearing and seeing people that I know, like literally, like we grew up with, like literally went outside and played. I was gonna say hide and go seek, but I'm just gonna say
you know what? The first thing that came to my mind was hide and go get it, but I think it's because we from Las Vegas. So we're gonna be honest and say hide and go get it.
Yeah, but I'm gonna actually change it to kickball, just so we could just be wholesome. Okay.
Oh no.
Let's shout out to how a lot of the spaces were on a lot of the shots were on Joust, right?
Right.
So shout out to Louise and Albert's house.
Shout out to the cul-de-sac.
I'm gonna collect my royalties today, though, from the scenes. I mean,
are you gonna collect your royalties?
We should collect. How much should we collect?
I don't know. What is the going rate for royalties on?
Right. But you know what we can do? We can ask good old Roscoe in the studio today, because man, listen, we got a couple of folks from the cast of 4 Feet live in the building with us right
so excited
now, and we got them live. What's good? Listen, I got OG here. That's what we're going with.
We're going with OG?
And then G, we got Chizo. Okay, I told him like it'll be okay if we called him like Chico, whatever, whatever he want to go by, but
okay. What are you gonna call him?
Zoe, I think, is a good
that's the character's name. That is not this man that's sitting in the studio with you.
We're not giving him that.
we're not going.
It is.
It's all good.
That's Chico,
how
Yo.
you
What going on? You can't pickpocket tickets here.
That's what.
You can't pickpocket tickets here.
Right.
Goodness.
I'm gonna tell you how to jumped out of the car. Roscoe got in the car with me, and I'm like, "Oh, thank you so much for holding my car out." She telling everybody at the coffee shop she know what he looked like. Then she said what time she was. I was like, "Oh, she wanna die."
It was just a lot.
It was a lot. I'm sorry. I really be watching it. So y'all go ahead.
Nah, I really appreciate that too, sir. You definitely be locking in, man. You and Evie doing your thing. on the reviews because you really get into detail. So I definitely appreciate you for that, Jay.
And usually we don't get into too much detail because we want them to watch it.
Right.
But there's some things that we just have to like spill the tea on.
You gotta say something.
A little something, you know what I mean? That's okay. That's okay. You keep them coming in.
Absolutely. So listen, we have some celebrities here in the building, and I just really want to talk about 4 feet. Sir, what's your thoughts? What's your questions? What do you have? Go ahead and roll that off for me.
Okay, so how did this start? How did this idea start for you? Like, where did that come from for you? I can't hear. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Because I cannot hear you. Oh no, where did she go?
There you go.
You can hear us?
Yes, I can hear you. Yay! Okay, I can hear you.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so 4 feet was pretty much just a concept that I had in my mind for like a few years, since like 2014, 15. And I was reaching out to my guy Smoke and just asking him what he wanted to do with something like this, if he had any ideas with like, camera guys, whatever. So I ended up actually checking with him one year. He was like, we got something that we had planned. I wanted to do a show, so I was like, all right, well, I'll wait, see what's up. And then the next year, he still didn't do nothing. So I was like, okay, well, this is what I got, And then I presented it to him, and we got some people that were shooting videos at the time. Because like I did music initially. Yeah, music video. Right. I did music initially. So got with those people and, put the whole concept together. Had a couple meetings, let them know what we was trying to do, and we moved forward. I'm a go, like on go type person all the time. Like I'm ready to go. So when they were like, who's gonna write it, or what we gonna do for the writing, I was like, look, me. I already had like 30 names. 4 feet was just one of them. We had like Behind the Desert, the Dark Lights, the Dark Strip. I had a bunch of names, but I'm trying to come prepared for every situation. So when we had the meetings, we did what we did. I moved forward, wrote everything, and we had the guys come shooting, and we progressed until we came into that season 2 and what you see now.
Excellent. So and I don't know if anybody can tell, I really, really do love the show, right? So
appreciate that, man, for sure.
How do you see it moving? Like, do you have like a vision for it, like for season 3? Is there going to be a season 3? Are we already in the can for season 3?
Yeah, we've been thinking about a lot of different things to do. So a feature is an option, and a season is an option. I think what happens when you're dealing with seasons is just it becomes really difficult holding everybody together because season 2 had a cast of like over 7,500 people. We had like 200 people show up at the casting call for the new season. So I think trying to narrow it down and put everybody together and in their place and have it so the continuity makes it all the way to the end is very important.
Absolutely.
7,500 people. Like that's a lot of people.
7,500.
Is that what you said?
She said 200 people.
I just made that. That is weird.
You said 7,500. I got it.
Like, what?
Like, where did I even get that? Where did I even get that from? Okay, all right. But
200 people came to the casting.
That's still a big casting,
no, it's
though.
super big. And
I
didn't expect it.
Film, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, that's a huge casting call. So how did you even like narrow it down? Because there's a lot of characters, in this.
Definitely. So we wanted to actually branch off and do more with the characters. Like we had Zoe right here. He had his sister Bonnie.
Which one was Bonnie?
Bonnie is her
Bonnie is her sister.
The sister.
My little sis.
Oh, I didn't know if we were like literally. I'm just making.
No, that's not like his on the show. On the show. That's not his
gotcha.
sister.
She's cute. I followed her on Instagram.
Yeah, so she's pretty dope.
Hey, girl, hey.
So what was happening is that we had all these characters. We wanted to make sure that the storyline made it all the way to the end of their story. You see the character arc and all that. But then COVID happened, man.
Right.
People left the state. People died. People passed away in season 2. You know what I mean? We had like 4 people pass away, like real life. So, but don't ask who yet.
I'm not even asking who.
But because I don't want to spoil it for the people watching, but it was a lot going on, man, a lot of moving parts. So we didn't get to do, I didn't get to do what I wanted to do to the end of it, to finish off with these storylines and all that, because there's so much happening. We couldn't do anything, after it was, COVID, it was kind of like, all right, let's start editing,
Right. So like, how did you even stay focused on this? Because I mean, like, the one thing I always wonder about directors and producers and things like that, like, you film things out of order, my brain would be like, I don't know where this goes. You know what I mean? So where do you even fit that in where you're like, okay, this scene is gonna go? And obviously, I mean, I know you have story, plays and things like that, but I don't know. For me, shooting out of order, I would be a whole mess.
It's just like structure, because sometimes he might not be able to make it like that day. Maybe he got to do something, or he working, or his sister can't make it for that scene. So now we got to revamp and have, let's do the other scene that we're able to do today, and we'll keep the story going because it's all in the script. So, everything is checked off as we go. It's kind of like different programs we use to keep up with, where we at. And we have a team. You know what I mean? We have like 3 or 4 women that actually control this 4 feet.
Shout out to women.
Yeah, shout out to all of them.
We get shit done.
I love you guys. You know what I mean? I love you all.
And then speaking of people being on your team, we got Chico here in the building, aka Zoe. Like, Zoe's a real thug on the show. Are you a real thug in life, Zoe?
No, I'm a sweetheart.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm a sweetheart.
Zoe is super tatted up. Okay, like,
right.
It's
like literally head to toe.
I had one. I got a couple of tattoos. One of them on my wrist, I almost tapped out. I was like, you know what?
Just what?
Dude, I have like 3. I have 3, but this one here, whew, I almost tapped out. So how in the hell?
You got 1,000.
Like, how many tattoos do you have?
I really don't know. They're like big pieces. I don't know.
Yeah. And you got the head tattoo and everything. So do you still shave the head and all that?
Yeah, I still shave my head. Yeah.
So that's interesting. They're dope though.
I appreciate it.
They're pretty dope. So that's the plus. And then too, it kind of fits right into the character.
Exactly.
No, yeah.
Right? Because I get this, like, the version of what I see of you on the show, and then this version that I see of you today is completely not the same person.
Right.
No, in fact.
Right. So I think
walking in with a fanny pack.
Come through fanny packs. Okay.
So when you're playing Zoe, like, where are you drawing from? When you're in that character,
well, it's kind of still a little bit relatable. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I mean, it's just like certain situations that I've been through, and then also the people that I grew up around and my whole family. It's just, my family's kind of thug, or actually they're not they are thugs. So it's just like I pulled from that and just my own personal experiences and stuff. So.
He's not in the exact cartel.
No, absolutely.
Right now.
Definitely not. But definitely not. He don't want to get shot in the parking lot.
Right. We don't want to get in prison.
Right. So, go ahead, sir.
Okay. So, understanding from John, from your personal life, do you see yourself like doing more parts in the future, or acting in different projects in the future, or is this kind of where you are right now?
No, I definitely want to do more for sure. I know that, like, my look. The tattooed look, it'll be good for like certain parts like that too. But I would like to, kind of do a little bit more too as well. But for the meantime, I mean, I'm trying to see what's up with season 3. So I'm over here at old Gino's door, like, what's up, bro? I'm ready. So
right, let's get to it. Right,
100%. I'm trying to be on season 3 too.
Okay, sir, come on with it, man. What role you gonna play though?
Sir, say you're gonna play your damn self.
I can play myself. I can play. Believe it or not, I can play a murderer. Okay.
You ready to kill something, sir?
Absolutely.
He's trying to kill shit.
I want to kill shit.
All right. I thought you wanted to be a respectable man in the community, but
No. No. I want to be
I'm
somebody.
not that person. He's like, I grew up in Northtown too.
Right. Okay.
Right. I live on the west side, 89106.
Okay.
He's like, don't let this fisherman hat fool you.
Right. Don't let the dad hat and the old I'ma keep. Don't let any of that fool you. Okay. I really want that shit.
Okay. Fair enough.
Right. So this is your first acting gig?
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, I acted in like music videos and stuff like that, but as far as like for real, it's my first acting.
Right.
Gig,
so, do you hear some people like come up to you? Like, what does that feel like when people are like, "Hey, aren't you in for a fee?"
It feels dope as hell.
Yeah. Have you signed any autographs?
No, not yet. I mean, I'm not yet.
Don't say you humble. Just do it.
No facts. Yeah.
So. And then so outside of you being this whole thug, so you also do music.
Yeah, I do music for sure.
And how long you been doing music?
Seriously, like the past like 4 years.
4 years.
Yeah.
Okay. And then so you just said one day I'm just gonna go ahead and do music just like that.
Yeah. Well, no, I always liked writing. So,
Okay.
but yeah, no, just actually like putting myself out there. You know, it took a little bit of like, you know, search and be like, all right, fuck it, I'm gonna just do it, not be afraid of like any of that shit. So I just started recording and, you know, doing music videos and all that, because, you know, in the beginning it was kind of like a little nervous being in front of a camera.
Yeah.
Shit, even sometimes, even for 4 feet for sure it was, because I ain't never done nothing like that. So
right.
but yeah, so
what did you do to like combat your nerves, like in both things, in music and, you know, in acting?
Get drunk.
Do you feel like you have to like switch your, like, you know how people say some people have like an entertainment persona, like this is my person who I present, and like this person protects me, you know, like do you feel like you have that, and then like when you're at home you're somebody else?
Like honestly, when I'm at home I'm actually more like out there. It's just like being in front of camera is different. I do actually have to channel in like, yo, just don't care about none of that and just go in. But definitely that does happen. But alcohol has something to do with that too as well. As far as like, I remember actually being, what scene was it when we went to go talk to Romella in the house? Yeah, when we went when Scheme died and we had to go to his house. Yeah. That scene
and tell him
back-to-back shots right before I went to that scene. Yeah, because I think that was like the first. That was like actually the first time I actually, you know, and I was like, oh hell no. And I actually got there and I was like, yeah, but I mean, it was cool though. It was, I mean, the whole 4 feet family is like.
Right. So what is your alcohol of choice?
At that time, it was Jack.
Jack? Okay.
Yeah.
Jack.
Because there are definitely moments over here when I'm on tequila. So it's...
tequila for sure,
yeah, tequila straight up, though. That's the only way. That is the only way to do it.
I just didn't want to get too turned because tequila be like on some other shit sometimes.
You know what? I'm a light liquor type of person. What about you?
I don't really drink heavy like that. I mean, you know, maybe some champagne. I might get, like, I'm from the island, so we drink Heinekens. So, you know, I don't know, we might mess with some Heinekens, but like champagne, you know.
Champagne.
Yeah. Champagne, yeah.
Preferably.
Yeah, I haven't really drank a lot since this whole pandemic. I feel like, you know, like, I don't know, I didn't want to be stuck in a house and become an alcoholic. And I was like, you know what? I got all this alcohol, but I literally didn't even touch it. Like yeah, I didn't even touch it.
We started making drinks out of some Ciroc flavors, and calling them for a fee.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Because...
Well, you should have charged a fee.
Well, we was about to try to get it out there. Like, that was the whole thing. And then, you know, it's all about the promotion, then we get the fee later. I'm not really, you know what I mean? I don't really trip on the money up front. It's the back end is the most important to me. You know what I'm saying? The back end side of the money.
It sounds good.
I'm just saying. You know what I mean? The back end side is bigger. You know what I mean? Pause.
Alrighty then.
I'm just saying.
I'm here for that.
Okay.
Oh, come on, sir. Come on. Man.
Just listen. I didn't say.
I'm talking about the money. I mean, what did I say?
I didn't say no words. Listen.
I'm talking about getting more money. I'm always here for getting more money.
Right.
I'm like, I thought maybe I came across it saying I was saying something else. I definitely was talking about money. Always talking.
Sure, you were. Okay.
I'm talking about money too.
Yeah, all the time. So listen, so how many music videos do you have? Like you went into music 4 years ago. You got some new music out now. Like, so did you just go in and do your first song by yourself, or you were a feature on someone else's song, or like what did that look like?
Well, actually, like I still did music videos before, like 4 years ago. It's just like I was just doing it whenever I can and not really taking it seriously. But
now that you're famous,
now that I'm out here, you know, I'm just out here just dropping videos. I think like at least every 2 to 3 months.
Okay, so, that's what's up. Yeah, I think that you have to be consistent. I tell independent artists all the time, like, you know, like you come out with an album, you can't just promote it for 3 weeks and be like, okay, like you literally have to promote, like, especially if you have like a banger, like for a whole year, like really like get it out, because it may take that long for it to come out. Right. You know, it may take that long for other people to hear and be like, oh yeah, DJs get it, you know, they put it out. It's just something that you have to do that's repetitive. So we got a music video of yours with a fast. It's actually on the soundtrack of 4 Feet Season 1. Yeah. So. Okay. So tell me about it. Who's in it? What's going on?
It's actually a solo track, and it's just like, you know, me and my people and certain rappers around the city that showed love to come through to as well.
Okay, so they just came through, hung out with you, and y'all shot Shot this
Yeah.
thing.
Oh, we actually got Detective Serrano in there too. Yeah, and Kilo, but Kilo wasn't actually part of. I think he wasn't in season one. Was, no, yeah.
He was trying to manifest.
Yeah, he was manifesting through that video, and he came through in season 2. So, but yeah, I got Kilo in there too as well. But I don't think he's playing the detective too though. So.
Okay, well listen, it's time for us to get to it. You want to introduce it?
Oh yeah, this is Chico Spits Fast.
Let's get it.
Punks in our city, and I'm not gonna stand for it.
Man, shit, man.
Wait, whoa.
What?
Is that Chico? What's he doing in this part of town?
Sure is.
Jada. I make it John. Get it fast. Get it fast. I'm a beast in this bitch, flex in this bitch, yeah. Make it John, bitch on the wine. Yeah, bitch on the wine, bitch on the wine. Yeah, bro just got out today. Yeah, shit, we gon' cover all the day. Ay, man, fuck these lanes, I'm switching lanes. Is that your man? I fuck him, man. I am the law. I make it clap. I make it pop. Slap it together. Make it apply. 36 slap. I'm not good God. I mean goodbye. Yeah, I am the one. Born in slum. Green in my lawn. Fuck you, scum. I make it John. I want the fun. I got the pump. Yeah, I got the pump. Make go thump. Yeah, make go thump. Thumpity thump. Then swerve. Get the cash. Get it fast. Yeah, free the road. Free the fast. Yeah, I'm a beast in this bitch, flex in this bitch, bring heat to the bitch, yeah. Bring heat to the bitch, I'm a beast in this bitch, I swear. Bad bitch, I like a dog. Drink it, honey, at the bottom, dog. Yeah, she like when I ride like fight, dog. But this for my goons, for my squad. Sugar mama with a big butt. Push your pants, get your weight up. Bend that corner. Bend that corner. Walking that bitch like I am the owner. Bitch, I'm the owner. Do what I wanna. Smoke marijuana. Smoke marijuana. Get it fast. Get it fast. Get the cash. Get the cash. Then I get. Free the products. Free and fast. I make it John. Yeah. Free and fast. Free and fast. Get the cash. Get it fast. Yeah, free the products, free and fast. Yeah, I'm a beast in this bitch, flex in this bitch, bring heat to the bitch, yeah. Bring heat to the bitch, I'm a beast in this bitch. Same dude, different attitude. Used to be broke, keep stacking to now. Acting fool when I shoot you, New York. Was a shady ass motherfucker from the get-go, so I let go. Echo, Chico, ringing bells, give them hell. Jezebel, prevail, parallels. I do this for my amigos. Bean ass motherfucker, I know. 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 Yeah. I know. Shit, I'm a beast in this bitch. Flex in this bitch, bring heat to the bitch. Might sing in this bitch, yeah. Might sing in this bitch, yeah. Might sing in this bitch, yeah. Yeah. Get it fast, get the cash. Yeah. Free the bro, free and fast. Yeah. I make it John. Yeah. Bitch on the wine, born in slums, bitch on the wine.
All right then. Okay, we see you, Chico.
Yeah.
We see you. Yeah, that's how you feel. Okay, I really was not expecting that. Like you okay? I see you. Like,
so what are you saying?
No, I'm here for this. Yeah, I like
expecting?
the flow. I like the cadence. I like all of that. The song in itself was super dope. Like,
I really enjoyed it.
Yeah,
absolutely. It's lit.
Yeah, I'm here for it. So what are you doing to promote that? You performing? Like, what you doing?
Yeah, I be performing. Pretty much is just right now. I'm actually working on a couple more other singles as well too. Actually, I'm about to drop a new single. I think in 2 weeks. But yeah, that one I be promoting. You know, in IG, TikTok. I'm also on TikTok as well. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay, that's what's up.
Have you made it a TikTok sound so the kids can?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
All right,
Yeah, because it's crazy that like that song is actually like I think now like 4 years old actually now.
Interesting.
Yeah,
see,
but
see what I'm saying?
still, yeah.
Yeah, it's like you can make music that's timeless, and it just if you get it, if you keep on hearing it, if I keep on hearing things, like I'm definitely gonna play it. I definitely will play it when I'm out. I'll pass it to the DJs. We have like a DJ pool. People drop their, you know what I mean? Like it's just a way that you have to keep promoting, especially when you know you got something great.
No, yeah, hell yeah, because I still get hell love from that track. You know, people still come up and tell me like that shit's dope, and then it's like, I'm like, yeah, that shit come out a minute for sure. I got new shit, but I'm like, shit, all love, it's all good.
Yeah, well, good job. I appreciate that. That's definitely super dope. So what else y'all got going on? So we got, I'm just anticipating for a feed, season 3.
Right,
that's what you was asking, right?
It's like a rap, right?
Yeah, that's what you was
asking bars.
About what we gonna do. So I feel like season 3 could be a thing, but like I was telling you guys, there was just so much people involved. With the season 2.
You can just kill them off. Just me and Sir. What role we gonna play, Sir?
You guys will take on the rest of the roles.
What we doing? All right. We can be the news reporters.
No, we can be
report the news for all the killings.
That could be the arch nemesis of Zoe and Bonnie, like they're brother and sister, and we can be like their arch nemesis, and like we're like their enemies. I don't know. I just want to shoot somebody.
Drug dealers. Oh, okay, you just see. So it's coming back to the shooting again. You offered for him to be a news person. He said he want to come back and shoot.
I want to put somebody in it. I could be a news person. Yeah, I could be a corrupt politician.
The thing is that we real thugs. Like we can really be thugs, but we just decided to go professional.
Okay, so you answer real thugs. Okay, fair enough.
Right,
you know
right. Like the Sir got street credit and everything.
Peace be upon you, sir. You know what I mean? That's good. That's good.
Right.
And to you, my brother.
Right. So listen, I'm excited. So what you got? Like what you thinking?
So season 3, we're considering a few different things, and it just depends on which direction we go in, right? So it's just a difficult task to hold that much people who aren't professionally doing film. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like I was telling him with season 1, I had the people who did my music videos.
Right.
Season 2, we started with some of those people, but we started getting somebody who does cinematography, who does film.
Right.
It's a whole difference in how they shoot, how they move, you know what I mean, how we edit. Everything is just a whole different look. So that's important, you know. So for season 3 or for a movie, you know, what we're kind of on the fence about doing, you know, back and forth. So
if it's for a movie, I'm gonna need you to wrap this up and let me know who is doing what, because
I got
don't
you.
be leaving me for 5 6. I mean, obviously I want you to get your bread and everything.
Of course.
I need you to tell me in my ear or something.
What's going on? Okay, I got you. So season 3 or for a movie will be probably a small continuation of what was going on in season 2 to tie in like the loose ends and all that. But what I don't want to do is get into the same situation where it's just so much people that you're dealing with.
Right.
And I think people aren't.
They're not committed.
People aren't going to take your time until it's done. Now everybody's like, oh, this is dope. Yo, look, you did one scene, Queen. I've been calling you 4 or 5 times. You never come back. Like, so it's like, you know, that type of thing. So you just deal with different people that they want like instant gratification. But with film, I have to write it first before anything. I have to write it. Then we go into the casting.
Right.
And we get the casting call done. After that, we start with the practices.
Right.
You know, so they go to the office space and they do the practicing for however long till they need to get it. Because, you know, people don't really do film. So we got to make sure that they're at least looking good on camera.
Right.
You know, and then after we start doing that, we have to start filming it.
Right.
Different locations, different shots, different angles. Somebody might not make it. Somebody dropped out. Somebody moved from Vegas. Somebody passed away. We got to rewrite.
So what do contracts look like for you?
Well, contracts is really more so on the Forfeit owns the masters.
Right.
Thank you for coming and being involved.
But even like a commitment contract though, like that's the thing that
it doesn't matter though. It kind of doesn't matter. So we have those obviously.
Listen, shout out to my attorney, and she a real one. Okay. And I think that is the most important thing that I learned throughout business was making sure that people are contracted, and then if they do not follow through, we do sue them. Like it's probably not the hood thing to do, right? Like it's not like, you know, just let it, you know, but
who you gonna sue? What we're having actors come, well, I'm gonna sue them and get what? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna lose more money.
If you're writing a part for them, that could very well be the case. Like, you know, and it sucks because too, like you're shooting these scenes and then that person just falls off, and then you're like, I got this other scene.
Right, we done did 3 with you. I have 5 total, so now we gotta finish it.
Are you trying to tell me you haven't smacked anybody around?
No, of course not. Like I told you before, before we went on live, like
these guys are so sweet, sir. I just want you to know that.
I deal with grace. Like I move with grace. That's how I move, because I try to put myself in people's perspective. Like, I know everything that's going on with 4 feet. Somebody else might think like they don't know it's going to look like this at the end. Yeah, we're in real time. You know what I mean? Exactly. So this person is just like, oh, this opportunity I came through, I got to keep going. Or I liked it the first week or 2 weeks, and then now it's the 4th week. We got to. It's just a lot of that going on. So I take those things into consideration, and I move forward with that. Right. Nothing is personal for me.
Right. Well, shout out to you for just being consistent, and then too even having to go past certain things just to make sure that you're putting people in the right place. You're making sure that they are handled properly, and even if they do fall off, you have to figure out how to pick up and keep it moving. Right. Because it has to be a show. It has to be. It has to be, whether they're there or not. And then that may come down to rewriting things. And I'm sure I
have to do that a lot.
Yeah, that's the part that's probably challenging too.
It's kind of challenging. I mean, my whole thing is this: I wish I knew ahead of time. Yeah. We've had scenes with him, and he suggested somebody that we should bring down, and he came down. He got on with the show, and then called him for his scene that day. He was like, "Hey, look, I'm in California." Yeah. I'm like, "Dog, we've been talking all week. Like, what do you mean you're in California? Like, Chico put you down. Like, we got the spot, because look, I'm renting these locations, all this to get this stuff done." Right. And people just don't look at it that way. And I've realized that versus
burning
me
my
being
name
angry.
Right. So actually, Zoe's the one who did this slapping. Like, he's like, man, you just you made me look bad.
He was there, but so now we have to rewrite the scene from being 4 to 5 people to 2. Right. So it's just that happens, and what are you gonna do? Right. I want it done. So my whole thing with everything is the completion. Right?
So how long did it take for you to shoot the whole thing?
Man, it was
let's say season 2.
It was a while.
Gino got patience, bro. Straight up, he got so much patience.
Yeah.
I do.
That's great thought.
I think we started season 1 in 2017.
Really?
Yeah, and we got on Amazon Prime 18. Released season 2 in 22. So we started editing season 2 during pandemic. Right. You know what I mean? 2021. But it's so much different things that happens behind the scenes that people don't see. Yeah. That, we're trying to shop it. We're trying to get a distribution deal. Right. Like, we got the product, but we would never be here speaking to you if we didn't have distribution. Right. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of things happening. Like right now, we're at Cannes Film Festival. Yeah. People don't know that. Nice. You know what I'm saying? So you probably see that coming out with the 4 feed that we're going to put it on the page at some point that we're at Cannes. Right. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to make serious plays, not looking at anybody else. I'm just making plays that nobody else is making. I'm just moving independently, by the way. Yeah, independently. Understood. So completely. Not saying like, obviously you got Sony, all these people that can too. But independently, I don't really see a lot of people doing what we doing. You know what I mean? That's what makes this so different and special, and why I feel like it's going to help us excel, and the trajectory of everything is going to go in a different place.
Where are you from, OG?
The Virgin Islands, St. Thomas. St. Thomas. I was born in St. Kitts, but I grew up in the Virgin Islands.
How long you been here?
I moved to Vegas probably like 15 years.
15 years?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I've been here for a while.
Okay. Yeah. And then we saw some of the other fellows that was on the show who had very, very deep accents. And listen, I noticed on that last show they had the last
subtitles. The subtitles, yeah.
I was like, thank goodness for the subtitles. You know what I mean?
He's Jamaican. That's Squishy. Yeah. And I'm Virgin, but that was all by design, because I think every time you speak, I think it's just the ignorance of the situation. You know what I mean? People don't live in the island, so they think everybody Jamaican. Even when I'm like, yo, I'm from the Virgin Islands, they be like, yo, which part of Jamaica is that? I'll be like, wow, like this is crazy. It's like me saying like, which part of Vegas you from? You like north? I'm like, oh, which part of Arizona is that? Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, that's wild.
Right.
But I think a lot of people, especially if you went to CCSD schools, you may not know geographic that well. I'm sorry.
Not too much on CCSD.
She said CCSD. Especially if you went to CCSD.
I'm just saying.
Not too much on CCSD.
That is hilarious.
But yeah,
I graduated from CCSD school, and I'm very intelligent. I know a lot of geography.
Don't let her talk like that, sir. Don't let her talk like that.
I know what the Virgin Islands are.
That's right.
Listen,
where they at, sir?
They are Go ahead. I was about to I'm like, I look, they're here. There's a U.S. side. There's a British side.
Right. Okay, well that's fair enough. At least he knew that.
Yeah.
At least he
you
knew
know
that.
what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because even your accent is a little bit British. Like
not really.
Don't tell us. We listen to you.
So check this out.
I'm listening to you.
So check this out. This isn't even how I talk.
This
you know
not.
what I
Oh,
mean?
you make
so
that.
this is my accent to
I told you he made up his
communicate
accent
with you Americans. This is how I talk. So maybe it sounds British, but this ain't how I talk.
How do you talk?
At a talk like this.
So are you trying to tell me that doesn't sound British?
So you're telling me that you're doing an American accent?
Yes, this is my American accent, sir.
That's perfect.
You know, that's my American accent. I don't usually speak like this, in this manner.
Your American accent is trash. Okay, just use a regular accent.
His American accent is better than my British, my Virgin Islands accent.
You know what, your Virgin Islands accent was pretty trash.
People keep asking me like what you say, and I don't like to repeat myself, so I'm just like, how about I talk like you guys? And we just leave it
that kind of sucks.
You know what I mean?
Just talk to me regular.
Just talk to me. Come on.
It's sexy.
Come on, not
just
now.
do it. All right. So,
no, indeed.
Excuse me. Let's get back to this. All right.
That's it.
So eventually we'll have season 3 coming up. Sir and I are going to be some thug gangsters or something like that.
Right. Let me something.
Oh, we'll clear our schedules.
I'll even just be background walking. I'll be like
background walker number 1.
Yes.
Pedestrian number 3.
Pedestrian 11. Like just
so
walking in the background.
Like your distant cousins or anything.
But I need you to be active, sir. If you're gonna be in this thing, man, you can't be no walking in the background. I mean,
yeah, I'm like, look.
Mind you, sir is like what? How tall are you, sir? 6'2", 6'3"?
I'm
tall. He's tall.
He's 6'2". Mm-hmm. You look short, dog. Like you really do.
Oh,
like
you look like you'll be short.
Yeah, like I'll be seeing
your head smashed down.
I'll be seeing the post. I'll be like, oh, he's a shorter guy. No. You know, maybe 5'7", 5'8". You 6'2".
Yeah, you look like you my height.
Right. Like, why are you 6'2"?
Plus your pearls, right?
Right. I don't have. I actually donated my pearls, but no, definitely not short.
Okay.
Full size man.
Okay. Fair enough.
So we can fit into those roles. But listen, I'm so proud of you guys.
Thank you.
I'm proud of you and what you're doing in this community, and then too just like opening people's eyes to something that they never tried before.
Right.
And it sounds like, with Chico, like he's like, man, I never did that before. But now he's like, you could tell that he loves this. Like he loves this.
Like, and also too, the thing is, I never saw the footage too. Like they never like showed me like, oh, how'd I do? They just you did good, and they just you did good. Don't worry about it.
I'm
like, oh damn.
So what did you think when you watched it?
I was nervous as hell. I took my girl to because we did like a little private screening and shit. Right. And I was just like, man, I probably sucked. I was like, damn, I'm pretty nice. So
yeah,
it's cool. I was like, I can do this.
It was good.
I was like, what's up with season 3? Let me do this.
All right, let's get on it. He's like, I'm a winner. He's like, I need an Oscar for all of this, a Grammy or something. He's like, I need everything because I got a song in the show. Everything.
Yeah,
you can really get all of them.
Right.
Yeah, especially if they make the movie Oscar. Bam.
If we so I said if we doing the feature, man, because like I told you, who wants to deal with 100 people and 50 of them unsure where they're gonna be tomorrow?
That's
you know what I'm saying? Because it's not even like they don't want to be in 4 feet.
Sue they ass.
Nah.
We cannot be promoting the suing of the people.
The letter that you send out just in itself is enough. Trust
to be on some don't play. But see,
no, it's the signing the contract. And then you deliver the times. Like say, hey, this is the time we gonna be shooting between these months or whatever.
Right.
They sign the contract. They're committed. In the event that they follow through, send them a letter. When the letter comes, they'll be like, "Oh, hold on. Let me get my schedule." It's psychological.
So maybe for what we're doing next, maybe for like we say in the future, because
but certainly we won't be able to sign a contract.
Oh, you guys can. Okay, everybody else can. Just how I'm looking at it, it's like, okay, we're gonna have these people sign. What am I get if I sue these people? You know what I'm saying?
It's a dollar amount attached. We will talk about this.
We talk about it after, but I'm just saying, catch what I'm saying. Have you seen 4 feet? Who in there rich?
I see. It's not even about rich. It's we gonna talk. We gonna talk this through. We gonna talk this through. But I'm super excited about this show.
I am too.
And I can't believe we'll see now. Like I gotta go back and watch reruns, and then those of you can watch it for a fee on Amazon Prime Video. Okay.
Yes.
But you can also watch it on Tubi as well.
Right.
So
season 2 on Tubi. Season 1 is on Amazon Video.
Amazon Prime. Yes.
Shout out to Tubi.
I believe it's $19.99. You need to go and you can charge that to your account. You don't have to pull out your credit card.
Right.
You can just
correct.
Bloop, You can just do it there.
Right,
It's
buy
fantastic.
now. Just like that.
Do it now.
Buy the whole season.
Immediately.
Check it out.
Yeah.
Let us know what you think. Go on the 4 feet page. Let us know what's happening. You know what I mean? On the IG and the Facebook.
And then you got some 4 feet merch coming out too.
Yeah, the merch is there. The merch is there. Y'all got y'all merch. Sir, you got your merch?
Because I live in Houston, I haven't received mine yet. But it's there. Thank you very much.
I'm just making sure. I'm just making
No,
sure.
I know. I appreciate it. I just haven't.
For sure.
It just hasn't made it to Texas yet.
Okay, all good. As long as it's in place, you know what I mean?
Yes,
Right,
absolutely.
Definitely. We got the merch coming too.
See, listen, and I got a pink one and a black one. He was like, "Yeah, the pink one's for you." I was like, pink one might be for sir."
How big is the pink one?
See what I'm saying?
That's my favorite color.
She did say that, though. She was like, it might be for sure. I was like,
So-
you know what, you're right.
Real quick, tell the people where they can find you, watch your show. You tell people where they can find you, listen to your music and all of that good stuff. Go ahead.
Okay, so 4 Feet you can find on Amazon Prime. For a Fee, FORAFEE. You can find us on Tubi for free. You can stream. You could also find us on Instagram for a Fee Movie, FORAFEE Movie, common spelling. And you could find us on TikTok for a Fee and Facebook at For a Fee. We're all over. Just type us in. Check out for that merch too. 4 Fee merch.
All right. And Chico, where can we find you?
You can find me on TikTok, IG, Facebook, and it's CHICOSPITZ, Chico Spitz with a Z. And I'm on Spotify, Apple, all that, Tidal, all that. So.
All right. Well, good. Thank y'all for hanging out with us. I appreciate
thank
you.
you.
Listen, we're going to take
Thank
a
y'all
quick
for
break.
coming
We're going to
out.
get back
Thank you,
into
sir.
Fast with Chico Spitz. All right. Let's get it.
Our city, and I'm not gonna stand for it.
Man, shit, man.
Wait, whoa.
What?
Is that Chico?
What's he doing in this part of town? Sure is.
Shady. Yeah. I make it John. Get it fast. Get it fast. I'm a beast in this bitch, flex in this bitch, yeah. Make it John, bitch on the wine. Yeah, bitch on the wine, bitch on the wine. Yeah, bro just got out today. Yeah, shit, we gon' cover all the day. Ay, man, fuck these lanes, I'm switching lanes. Is that your man? I fuck her, man. I am the law. I make it clap. I make it pop. Slap it together. Make it apply. Grace and slap. I'm not good guy. I mean goodbye. Yeah, I am the one. Born in slum. Green in my lawn. Fuck you, scum. I make it jump. I want the front. I got the pump. Yeah, I got the pump. Make go thump. Yeah, make go thump. Thumpity thump. Then swerve. Get the cash. Get it fast. Yeah, free the road. Free fast. Yeah, I'm a beast in this bitch, flexing this bitch, bring heat to the bitch, yeah. Bring heat to the bitch, I'm a beast in this bitch, I swear. Bad bitch, I like a dog. Drinking Henny out the bottle, dog. Yeah, she like when I ride like fight, dog. But this for my goons, for my squad. Sugar mama with a big butt. Push your pounds, get your weight up. Bend that corner. Bend that corner. Walking that bitch like I am the owner. Bitch, I'm the owner. Do what I wanna. Smoke marijuana. Smoke marijuana. Get it fast. Get it fast. Get the cash. Get the cash. Then I get. Free the pro. Free and fast. Yeah. Free and fast. Get the cash. Get it fast. Yeah, free the products, free and fast. Yeah, I'm a beast in this bitch, flexing this bitch, bring heat to the bitch, yeah. Bring heat to the bitch, I'm a beast in this bitch. Same dude, different attitude. Used to be broke, keep stacking to now. Acting fool when I shoot you, New York. Was a shady ass motherfucker from the get-go, so I let go, echo, Chico, ringing bells, give them hell, Jezebel, prevail, parallels. I do this for my amigos. Beanie ass motherfucker, I know. 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 Yeah. I know. Shit, I'm a beast in this bitch. Flexing this bitch, bring heat to the bitch. Might sing in this bitch, yeah. Might sing in this bitch, yeah. Might sing in this bitch, yeah. Yeah. Get it fast, get the cash. Free the bro, free and fast. Yeah. I make it jump. Yeah, bitch on the one, born in slums, bitch on the one.
All right. We were back with the Shady Ass Tea, and shout out to 4F for coming through. Yeah, I definitely enjoyed them. It was a good time. First of all, we already determined that your accent was trash, so that's
I can do accent work. There's dialogue coaches. That's something I know.
I sure need one. I need to learn how to like use a different accent. Like seriously. Like my co-host, shout out to my co-host 360. This dude like has every accent except for a New Orleans accent. Like he has it all down.
He has all the accents down
except for New Orleans.
I don't have that one. When I find the character, I can give it an accent. But like if I just can't like turn it on and off. I need to find the character first.
Struggle is so real. But listen, as we do each and every Tuesday, we deliver the Shady Ass Tea. Sir, what's the tea?
Okay, so we need to start with this Juneteenth ice cream. Okay, we have to start there because unpopular opinion. I'm not sure why people are so upset with Walmart for releasing a Juneteenth ice cream. Okay, I don't know what they expected Walmart to do.
Go ahead.
What I want to know, what product would black people be happy that they were selling on Juneteenth? Like what? They're going to commercialize every single thing. And so, like, being upset with them about releasing an ice cream that actually sounds pretty delicious sounds a bit like, okay, like, why are we mad? Like, why are we really mad?
So, I think that it's not really about the ice cream in itself. I think it's about who actually launched the ice cream is part of the problem. And two, like, why not let black people who own businesses like an ice cream, I don't know, company, you know, promote it. So I was watching something earlier. Shout out to Latoya from In Your Ear Radio, aka my big sis. So shout out to her. She posted something and was talking about how the Juneteenth was trademarked and who it was trademarked by. And would you like to guess who, or like what they look like?
Juneteenth.
Do you want to play a game?
Yeah, let's play the game. I'm gonna say. Oh, okay. I'm gonna say they are Asian.
that's what you're giving us.
Yeah, I'm gonna say they're AAPI.
They are whites. Whites. Okay, so shout out to the whites who decided they want to go ahead and trademark Juneteenth. And I mean, I find it interesting. And the thing is that we don't know. I don't know if that's fully the truth or not, but you know, it sounds like that's probably exactly what happened. I would not doubt it.
So people would be more accepting if like somebody black would have released the red, because I mean there is I saw a post where there is a red velvet cheesecake ice cream by a black owned ice cream company.
Right. Like they should have let that happen. And then later on commercialize it. Like, this is really the first time that we'll be able to really be like, oh, we can buy all this Juneteenth stuff. And the thing is that shout out to Amanda Seales, because she was like, she called this years ago. She had called this when they first were going to make Juneteenth a federal holiday. They were like, she was like, they about to make this Cinco de Mayo. And I think wait, did you see the napkins that said it's the freedom for me?
Yes, I did.
Child.
Yes, okay, listen. The napkins are ridiculous, right? Like I understand where they were trying to go with it, but they're ridiculous. But at the same time,
I don't understand where they were trying to go with that.
It's
the freedom for me.
They were trying to use a popular saying and combine it with the idea of Juneteenth. Celebrating freedom. I'm like, hey, it's the thing, it's this thing for me or whatever. But I don't understand being upset with Walmart about being Walmart. Right? Like they sell and commercialize. That's their job.
And they could have funded and donated some of that money to someone black to promote it in their store. Like they could have been strategic. Like they could have really been strategic. Like, hey, let's go ahead and invest these dollars into a black-owned ice cream company that could in turn do this, and then we could still generate revenue. Like there's people on the back end who have a brain like mine who could definitely have said like these are alternate options. The problem is that they're not doing, they didn't do that, and they just wanted to get all the revenue for themselves or whatever the case may be, whatever partnership they may have with whomever.
Right.
But I mean, the thing is that they're going to commercialize this.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so we're there. People are upset, or like, Walmart did all this shit, right? But like when Target does Black History stuff, right? It's legitimately the same thing. You're just pandering to a group of people.
I think that it's too soon. You know what I mean? Like, let's say, like give us a minute. We just got this, so I think
we didn't just get Juneteenth
as a federal holiday. Yeah, so for people to be able to be off of work, yes.
Okay.
So they're saying like, give us a minute. Like, let us like really do this. We celebrated Juneteenth because we're black. You know what I mean? It's not like the United States was celebrating Juneteenth and people were taking the day off and blah blah blah. Like that wasn't the case,
Right.
And then too, shout out to Mickey. She says that Target, uses black designers. That's a fact. And they they have a lot of products from small businesses who are black owned that they sell in their stores. I mean, so some things will make it okay. You know what I mean? So it's interesting of how things go.
Okay. I was going to go get the ice cream. I was going to go get it and was going to try it tonight, but I didn't have time to go to the store and go get it.
They for sure pulled it from the store.
I live in Texas. Where Juneteenth was created.
Right.
In Texas. I can guarantee I can leave this building right now and go get some ice cream at Walmart. Texas is not taking nothing off the shelf. Well,
you tell us how it tastes. I just need some chocolate chip. That's what I need. But that's that. So, Mickey says that the ice cream isn't in stores. Not that she knows or anything. Not that she was looking for it. You know what I mean? Like, not that she was looking for it, but that's the case.
It's not in the stores. I mean, I don't know if it's in the stores. It's not there, though. I went and looked.
Right, exactly.
But it's not there.
Exactly. Well, we'll close the case on that. Happy Juneteenth and Father's Day, all that rolled up in one. I'm sure they'll have like a 20% off or get your free Juneteenth fries at Applebee's. Like, I don't know how this is going to go, but it is what it is.
Well, they're having a Father's Day Juneteenth brunch here. But it's hosted by black people, though. So, I mean, I guess that's acceptable. It's like black fathers come celebrate Juneteenth.
I'm going to need all the pools here in Vegas not to do a Juneteenth parties. No?
What?
It's going to be a no for me.
They're going to have all the strawberry soda.
As a mixer? Like,
yeah.
No, we're not.
Like, what do you even mix with strawberry soda? Nothing.
Ciroc?
All right.
That'll probably be actually extra delicious.
Yeah, Ciroc and strawberry soda does sound really good.
Yeah. So we'll close the case on that. Mickey says that the ice cream isn't there. She was looking, and that's that.
That's that. See, I'm not the only black person who wanted that. So, it's a boy named Brendan. Yes, Brendan. Brendan. I want to say the man's name right. Langley, former NFL player, got into an altercation in a Newark, New Jersey airport with the United Airlines employee. Now, I've flown United Airlines lots and lots and lots of times. Never got into it with it. I have once or twice. I've flown United Airlines, and normally when I'm flying United, they're pretty nice people. I've never had an altercation with the people at the. Also, I've never had an altercation with anybody at the airport, like stewardess, a flight attendant. No, never. Is that
like not a good word to use? Stewardess.
That's why I had to flight attendant.
Flight attendant. Okay.
Flight attendant. Nobody at the desk. I've never gotten it. So getting into it with somebody at the airport is always like, what are you doing? Like, I'm too sleepy. I'm always like flying early, first thing in the morning or last thing at night. I'm too sleepy to get into it with anybody. But he gets into it. You have the video?
Yeah. You ready?
Yes, I am. I want y'all to see this. So we're going to pull up the video of him and this man getting into it. Physical altercation. Okay, so here's the thing. They're both parties involved had an opportunity to walk away from the altercation, right? Like both people were like,
not after you guys slapped.
Now, okay, so there was a point where the altercation had to continue, but there was also a point, like when he was on his back behind the counter, where he could have just laid there behind the counter on his back. Like, he could have. He could have just, he could have just been like, you know what, I've been bested in combat. I'm going to just go ahead.
And I started it too.
And I started it because according to Brendan's attorney, the employee called Brendan a pussy and a dick. Which there are 3 types of people in the world: pussy, dicks, and assholes. And you cannot be 2 kinds of people. Okay,
why not? I'm pretty sure that is incorrect. Okay, I'm pretty sure. But this is the thing, is that, I mean, it looks like that he touched him first, so he definitely, is okay to respond. My problem is that why did he get arrested? And 2, like, is he going to press charges against the other guy? Because I really hope he presses charges.
The employee has been fired.
But not arrested.
He has not been arrested. I don't think he was charged. No. Langley was charged with assault, but I don't know if he's been arrested.
He was, from what I understand, essentially he was charged, so meaning he may not have been detained,
right? But he does have charges filed against him for assault.
Exactly. And then why does he have charges? According to the video. So when the video originally got released, it was just that it showed the second part of the video where still the employee came up, slapped him, whatever. But the full video then shows that he slapped him 2 first. So I don't understand, like, how is it that only one of them was charged and not the other? And then 2, like, is this guy going to charge, or Brendan, whatever, is he going to charge him with assault? Because I would. For principle, not even for anything else.
I would charge United Airlines with assault. I would charge the employee personally with assault. Because there's no reason for me to get into a fight with an employee at the airport. Like, there's not a reason for me to be doing that. And
I have had to tell off of a worker at the airport before.
You personally, though, I'm
a pretty calm person. Yes. Don't do me. I'm a pretty calm person, especially when it comes to, like, traveling, like, like things like that. But this particular what are we gonna call them? They work at the damn.
They're what is he, a counter person?
Okay, the counter person. Okay, but this person was
customer service representative.
Okay,
customer service representative. Okay.
Yeah, sure, we'll go with that.
Okay.
So I mean, this particular person, like, really was going off mad. First of all, like, my flight got canceled like 3 times because the pilots were overtime. I'm like, What the hell does that have to do with me? That's okay. Like, I understand. It's cool. Right. My cousin lives here. They sent me a car. I left. We went out and had some drinks, whatever, call it a day. Come back. This lady has an attitude because of someone else. It has nothing to do with me. Like, don't do me, And then damn near canceled me from being able to get on the flight. So I felt some type of way. She could have got their hands that day, but I didn't,
Let's see what I'm saying is that your response it's always escalated. Like, you're like, you know what I can do with this situation? It's escalated. Like, you'd be ready to scrap. You'd be ready to draw down on somebody. They be having 86 you from the Pizza Huts. Like, it's.
First of all, don't do me, okay? Don't be putting my business out here in the streets like that.
This is a known story. This is a known occurrence. So.
But I was actually very calm in that situation. And the police were on my side, but I still got 86. But anyway, we'll carry on. But long story short, I hope he presses charges. That shouldn't have happened. Dude should never have put his hands on that man. No, the thing is that I'm sure that all of the people that work at the airport are fed up. Okay, because I'm sure it's a lot going on. People being rude. People still feeling some type of way about masks, even though they may not have to wear masks in some spaces. It's just, it's a lot. So I'm sure they're going through a lot, but don't project that energy on me.
I agree. I just don't. I think that a lot of times we need to just disengage from the aggression. Like I'm trying my best at this point in my life to walk away, and I really am. And I think this last year and a half has really taught me like patience and like not engaging every single time you're upset. And so I'm working on
the
that.
Pandemic. I'm working on myself.
Shout out to the pandemic for teaching me how to not go to jail, because I am contrary to popular belief, I am not. And I'm sorry, y'all.
I got a studio groupie in here with his phone playing videos.
Hey, studio groupie. Then he don't talk.
And then he'll talk.
I love it.
This is why you can't even have no sneaky links pop up at the studio or nothing like that.
Come on, sneaky link.
No,
but yeah, I'm working on like how not to go to jail. Like because contrary to what Zoe Roscoe think, I'm not 5'7". I'm not a little delicate flower. I am a full grown black man in all their power, right? Like
though, sir, you do give me short vibes in the video. Now that I think about it, I can see how people could be like thinking you're short.
That I'm short?
Yeah, I can see that.
I'm just being diminutive on camera. I'm not really that way in real life. It is 100% that. Like I'm not. In real life, let me shut up.
Okay. Well, all right. We got one more thing to go over real quick, and I'm sorry, you guys. We are so over time because we did want to, connect with Fort of Fee and talk to these fellas, and I appreciate them coming in. But you got one more thing you want to talk about, right?
Yes. I want to talk about this pastor in, I want to say it's Iowa. It's probably somewhere in the middle of the country. Yeah, Indiana. John Lowe II, an Indiana church pastor, confessed to committing adultery 20 years ago to his congregation. But in reality, what he was confessing to was sleeping with a 16-year-old girl. And the girl happened to be in the congregation when he was making this confession. And this is the video we're about to show here.
He's longing to see you come
and so we're
the saving knowledge of Christ. Would you hold your hand up so we can at least pray with you and pray for you? If you're not sure that you know Jesus Christ, your Savior, I won't take long on this. We have some other things we need to do. Thank you. Praise God. Thank you. Okay, we got somebody that wants to receive Jesus this morning, so we all pray with them and support them. So let's all pray this prayer together. Say, Dear Lord Jesus, I believe with all my heart that you're the Son of God, born of a virgin, lived a holy life, died on the cross for my sins, raised from the dead. I believe that. And I ask you, Holy Spirit, to come into my heart right now. Cleanse me, forgive me, and help me, Holy Spirit, to live a Christian life. I thank you, Lord. You're excited about me. Thank you, Jesus. Amen. Amen. You may be seated. To my wife and family who I've deeply hurt, I have confessed my sin. They have graciously forgiven me and expressed their love to me, which also is deeply humbling. To those that I sinned against, many years ago and recently,
did he say recently?
In the dark. And to those of
he 100% did say recently.
To you, the church, I repent for the adultery and my silence. Please forgive me. In accordance with our church bylaws, I'm stepping down from ministry responsibilities, and have committed to the Lord and now to you that I will submit to the process and recommendations of this board.
Sir, just let me know when.
If you love us, please let us talk.
For 27 years, I lived in a prison. It was not 20 years. I lived in a prison of lies and shame. Lying to protect the Lowe family. For years, I thought I was a horrible person having suicidal thoughts, not realizing what had been truly done to me. That I was a victim, and I would still be in a prison if my brother, and many of you know him, Edgar Wolf, had not approached me just 2 weeks ago with what he had seen as a teenager that bothered him all these years. His pastor in bed with his younger sister, with t-shirt and underwear on. People knew but were too afraid to come forward, and they have now. The lies and the manipulation have to stop. I was a prisoner, and you kept me in your prison. I'm a prisoner no longer. I was just 16 when you took my virginity.
Why they sit down like
on your
that?
Office floor. Do you remember that? I know you do, and I have plenty of other stories that I could bring to your remembrance. You did things to my teenage body that had never and should have never been done. If you can't admit the truth, you have to answer to God. You are
Clutch
not
my
the victim
pearls,
here.
child.
I tried to tell someone, but all that was done was cover up. No one ever came to me. No one ever helped me. No one ever got me counseling. I have wanted to talk to somebody all of these years and never. You have. You have somebody that you talk to. I never have. The church
we can cut it
deserves
here.
to know the truth.
A purity ring, which she wore while this man had sex with her, and she felt ashamed all these years wearing a covenant purity ring. She felt on shame and guilt. We are working through love and forgiveness. We're working through it. But people have to be held accountable, and they can't just bamboozle people and just say, well, I just committed adultery. It was far beyond adultery. So here's the covenant purity ring back. I don't want it in my home.
Well,
We're done.
Yeah, we can cut it there. Later in the video, he confesses to the act. He says, "I did commit adultery," and then someone in the background screams, "Did you tell everybody that she was 14?" But she was 16. As she said, she was 16. I think was really there's a lot of things crazy about this, but the ultimate thing is that she's still going to this church, right? She's still a member of this church. She's married. Her brother still goes there. Everyone is still operating like this man was not assaulting her as a child, and then his associate pastor was also assaulting two other of her friends in addition to her. So like the whole preaching staff.
The thing is that like it's interesting that I don't know. I guess this happens in churches all the time. I'm sure, and people, but this has been happening in black and probably white families. I'm sure for quite some time, where they sweep things under the rug instead of addressing, like, hey,
right,
your man's is a freaking child molester, okay, and like they're letting these people get away with it, and I'm sure that happens like significantly in the church. Like I know it happens a lot.
It does. And I think that it's a terrible thing, because as experiencing sexual assault as a child, you don't really know what's going on, right? You're not really 100, because you're not ready to have sex, right? And so now this adult is doing these adult things, like you said, so you're doing things to my body that should have never been done to my body,
right?
And so now you have all these confusing ideas. So there's a lot of damage being created, not just being sexually assaulted, but like mental and emotional damage that you're carrying with you through the rest of your life. And then for people to look at you in your face and be like, hey, don't say nothing, that's the pastor, or don't say nothing, that's your uncle, don't say nothing, that's your cousin, don't say anything. It makes you feel like you are the person who did something wrong.
Right. And then I feel like too that a lot of times, these pastors or whomever it may be may get off easy by dying.
Yeah.
And we can call out a whole lot of people, I'm pretty sure. But calling them out,
I almost gagged.
Calling him out would give us no victory. So I think that I think that it's important for us not to be foul when we say certain things or and then we should also.
But I feel like that it's like robbing the victim of their victory. I really
exactly. Yeah, because I'm like they just go through their whole life. Everything's good. People sweep things under the rug. These other people have been, dealing with this trauma their entire lives, and then now you just die, and nobody can address this. Like I really hope certain things get addressed, and people get their victory. Baptist Church, 500 West. But anyway, that's the show. Okay,
that's the show. That's it.
That's
y'all.
The shady ass tea for the day. And sir, where can the people find you on social media?
You can find me on IG, the Sir Armstrong, and Facebook, Sir Armstrong.
Alrighty, you can find me on every single social media platform at Carrice. That's ECARRICE. And sir, as we do, we'll see you next Tuesday.
We'll see you. Hey, before we get out of here, I need y'all to click the share button. Share this right now. Please and thank you. Love you guys.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.